Welcome back. This presentation is designed to ensure everyone is clear about college expectations as we begin the new academic year. These expectations are in place to ensure everyone can achieve their full potential and allow the best learning to happen. I hope you have all had a restful summer and that this is a useful guide to refer to as we move through the year ahead. We want to ensure every student can effectively access their learning and make progress in a safe, disciplined and disruption-free environment where everyone is treated respectfully and valued. If all the expectations in this presentation are met by every member of the college community, it will ensure learning can be fully maximised, allowing achievement and progress to happen for all students. I wish all of you a successful academic year ahead. We are excited about returning for a new year and continuing to see students successfully progress on their learning journey each day and achieve remarkable things. Remember, be prepared, be respectful, be engaged and be kind. If everyone meets these 4 expectations every day, I know we will have a successful year ahead. We want our interactions with each other in the college community to be based on positive relationships, mutual respect and tolerance. Our 4 core expectations are simple and clear and relate to everything we do day to day at the college. Be prepared, be engaged, be respectful, be kind, underpin how we interact and communicate, our attitudes to learning and each other, and what our responsibilities are to ensure we are prepared and ready to learn every day at the college. Every student and member of staff has the right to learn and work in an environment that is free from disruption, prejudice and discriminatory behaviour. You will notice around both Gypsy Lane and Green Close the message on the right of the slide. You deserve disruption-free learning every minute of every lesson. We wholly believe this, and all our expectations are in place to ensure we strive to achieve this every day we are at the college. You only have one opportunity at your education, so aim to be the best you can be and make every lesson count. Our culture at the college is represented by the ECC Way. This outlines how we interact and communicate with each other. The ECC Way will be seen on the entrance to each classroom. Firstly, we will always praise in public and remind in private. Our routines at the start of every lesson are simple and clear, and this is an expectation at the start of every lesson. Let's just review the steps. 1. Line up quietly and in a straight line. This should be done at the start of each lesson before entering the classroom. Meet and greet. Your teacher will always greet your class at the start of the lesson. Equipment out. Your clear see-through pencil case and student planner should be out and visible when lining up for each lesson and before entering the classroom. Number 4. Stand behind your chairs once you have reached your desk and take your coat off and place your bag under the desk. Your teacher will then quickly check uniform. And 5. Your teacher will take the register in silence once you have been invited to sit down. At the end of each lesson, students are expected to pack away quietly and again stand behind their chairs, ready for the class to be dismissed. Your teacher will dismiss the class a row at a time when the class is silent. The other areas of the ECC Way also outline our interactions, phrases, questions and steps we will take to ensure consistent communication and approaches with each other. This slide outlines our non-negotiables, i.e. the things we expect from every student in every lesson. Arrive on time, follow our routines and be ready to complete the starter task given to you. You should have a reading book and student planner on you at all times. Sit where you are asked. If you have a concern, see a teacher at the end of the lesson. However, all students will be in seating plans for every lesson. Get ready to learn. Have your equipment, your see-through pencil case and your student planner out. Listen respectfully and in silence when others are talking. This is a basic sign of courtesy and respect, and always treat others as you would expect to be treated yourself. Do not engage in social conversations. Keep them for break and lunchtime and keep them out of the learning environment where they have no place. Work in silence when asked to, and allow everyone in the class to learn. Do not disrupt or distract. If you do so, please be prepared to receive warnings and at worst case, a ready to learn referral. Work to the best of your ability at all times and only leave your seat after permission is given. No eating or drinking, only water or squash is allowed during lesson times. Go to the toilet at break and lunch. Lessons are for learning. There is no time to waste, and therefore each lesson matters. Treat everyone with respect. No swearing or abusive language. This simply is not tolerated in our community. No phones out in lessons or around the site at any time whilst on site. You may only use your phone after 3 p.m. and off of the school site. Headphones can be only used with the specific permission of staff. And at the end of the lesson, stand behind your chairs and wait to be released from the lesson, as indicated in the ECC Way. We want to be clear about our red line offences. If any of these occur and a student is found to be responsible, they will be excluded from the college community for a fixed period, and a readmissions meeting will be held, including the student with a senior member of staff. We consider these offences extremely serious and simply unacceptable in our college community. The red line offences are failing to meet expectations in the internal reflection room, swearing at a member of staff, an incident of a discriminatory nature, physically assaulting another student, and continuing failure to follow instructions set by senior members of staff. We must all stand together in ensuring these types of behaviour do not occur, are not accepted or encouraged by anyone in our college community, and where this behaviour does occur, it will be consistently met with the same consequence. Regular attendance to college and good punctuality are essential in ensuring we maximise our learning experiences at the college and ultimately achieve our potential. We expect you to be punctual to registration and all lessons during the day. A reminder that college now starts at 8:25 a.m. and you are expected to be on site and at your tutor base by 8:20 a.m. Gates close at 8:20 a.m. and anyone arriving late for registration or lessons without an adequate reason will be marked as late and given a class charts lateness mark. If you gain 3 class charts negative points in a day, you will receive an hour's detention after school the following day between 3:15 and 4:15 p.m. If you arrive in college after registration is closed, you will be marked with an unauthorised lateness mark. If you have been unwell or absent from college, you must ensure your parents or carers have written a note for your tutor with a reason for absence in your student planner, as well as ring the college each day to inform us you are absent. Anyone who truants a lesson will receive an automatic after-school detention, parents and carers will be contacted, and the student will be placed on attendance report. We want you to access 100% of your learning at all times. There will be occasions when you may be unwell or have to be absent. We do, however, see 95% as the minimum level of attendance in an academic year to avoid larger impact on learning. There will be awards for good attendance this year, with 100% attendance each half-term being awarded with praise points. If you do have to leave the college site during the day to attend an unauthorised appointment, you must sign out via the Green Close or Gypsy Lane reception and be collected and returned by your parents and carers. If you have a part-time job, you must complete a work permit application form, which needs to be filled in by your employer and signed by your parents and carers and submitted to child employment. There are a set number of hours you are allowed to work according to your age. Remember, aim for the best possible attendance and maximise your learning. It is extremely important you arrive at college each day equipped and prepared for the day. This will ensure your day runs smoothly and you maximise learning time. A top tip is to always look at your timetable the night before and pack your bag for the following day with everything you will need, including homework. This slide outlines the key equipment you are expected to have with you each day in college. Equipment will be regularly checked by your tutor and teachers, and should you not have the correct equipment, this will lead to class charts negative points. Note that you are required to have a see-through pencil case so teachers can monitor equipment levels. You are also expected to carry a reading book at a suitable accelerated reader reading age to your profile and have your student planner with you at all times in college. Members of staff may ask to see your student planner at any time, and if requested, your planner should be presented to the member of staff without question. Planners should also be out and on desks in front of you during every lesson. If you generally are unable to bring in all your equipment to college, be proactive, let your tutor know so we can help you and prevent it developing into a problem. Be prepared and you will get the most out of the college each day. You must ensure you wear the correct uniform each day and are clear about what is and is not allowed to be worn at the college. On the left of this slide are items which are not allowed to be worn and are not part of the college uniform. Should any of these items be worn at college, they will need to be removed and kept at the relevant key stage office until the end of the college day. Should this happen again, the items will be kept for 5 days. Class charts negatives are also given for incorrect uniform. Only one stud per ear should be worn in terms of jewellery, and coats, jackets should be worn over the college jumper. Hoodies and non-college jumpers are not allowed to be worn. White socks should also not be worn, only black socks. Uniform will be checked upon entry to the college each day. Again, if there is a problem with uniform, let your tutor know so it can be resolved. PE kit should only be worn on PE days and only the ECC branded leggings should be worn with the PE kit. All other leggings are not allowed. A reminder that class charts points have been updated to include positive points for be prepared, be respectful, be kind, be engaged, and there are also negative equivalents for these. In addition, there will be negative class charts points for being sent to RTL, for no homework, uniform infringements, lateness and lack of equipment. The more positive points you gain, the more achievement thresholds you will reach where you are awarded both a badge and certificate. Remember, if 3 negative points are gained in a day, not including RTL, you will be given an hour's detention the following day after college between 3:15 and 4:15 p.m. Parents and carers will be able to see all points and now any comments which accompany them. If you download the student class charts app and ask for the access code from your tutor, you will be able to see what you are being awarded. Parents and carers can download free a separate class charts parent carer app and can request an access code from the college to see your profile. Every student should be recognised for their achievement and positive contribution to the college community. Class charts positive points are given by teachers and members of staff. This year, when you reach certain milestones of class charts positive points, you will gain a certificate and rewards badge. The milestones are shown on this slide and are as follows. For 50 points, you reach Sapphire. For 100, Emerald, 150, Ruby, 200, Diamond, 300, Bronze, 400, Silver, 500, Gold, and 600 for Platinum. Certificates and badges are awarded at assemblies where milestones are reached, and an accolade is also awarded on class charts. If you manage to achieve 700 points in an academic year, you will receive the Principal's Award Badge and Certificate from Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis can also issue this award at his discretion. Teachers can also nominate inspirational work to Mr. Turner, the Deputy Principal, to receive the Inspiration Badge and Certificate. The Class Charts online shop is also being reviewed with great items which can be earned when certain positive Class Charts points are reached. Keep checking on Class Charts for updates. Teachers may also choose to send postcards home for notable achievements. At the end of the year, each subject and year team will nominate awards for year group ceremonies and finally the College Gala Awards. Every year, one student is awarded the Gala Award Trophy, the highest honour awarded at the college. We will continue to run the Inter-Tutor Group League this academic year across years 7 to 11. Class Charts positive points will be added up weekly in each year group. The more Class Charts positive points you are awarded in your tutor group, the more likely you are to be top of the league, so teamwork is essential. At the end of the academic year, each year group will have a winning tutor group who will be presented with the Year Group Cup and have a rewards trip. Also, every half term you will be awarded Class Charts points for good attendance, and every term points will be awarded for good effort in progress reports. The Ready to Learn system has 2 routes. Firstly, for route 1, if a lesson is being disrupted by a student, there will be an initial intervention by the teacher to encourage correction of behaviour by the student. A first verbal warning will be given if this does not happen. Should a student not modify their behaviour to classroom expectations at this point, a final verbal warning will be given. Following this, if there is no improvement and there continues to be disruption to others' learning, the student will be sent to the RTL room. Upon arrival at the room, they will need to complete an online triage form, which includes reflecting on their behaviour and writing a letter of apology. They will also have to complete an hour's detention in RTL the following day during break and lunch times. During this time, they will undertake learning in the subject they have missed in order to avoid falling behind. The teacher who referred the student to RTL will also have to have a 5-minute restorative conversation with them before returning to the classroom for the next lesson. Route 2 of the RTL system means that if a student receives 3 or more negative class charts points in a day, not including RTL, they will be placed in detention the following day after college between 3:15 and 4:15 p.m. If detentions are not attended, this will result in an eternal exclusion and a meeting with parents and carers with a senior member of staff. Be aware that if any student gains 3 RTLs in a subject, they will be placed on Stage 1 Department Report, and if a student gains 3 or more RTLs in different subjects, they will be placed on Stage 1 Tutor Report to help ensure there are no further RTL incidents and disruption to their learning. This slide lists reasons why warnings would be given prior to being sent to RTL. There are a range of reasons which are concluded with ultimately anything that slows down learning. Completing homework is an important part of extending and reinforcing your learning in the classroom. It is important to establish a good routine of completing homework after college to ensure it is completed well, to a good standard and on time. The college does offer support for completing homework after school if you require it both at Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4. A top tip is to establish a space, if possible, at home where you can complete homework and study. Always let your teacher know before any deadline if you are unable to complete your homework on time and need support. All homework will be set this academic year through class charts, so parents and carers can also see what has been set and therefore support you in completing the work. Should homework not be completed on time, Stage 1 will be a warning from your teacher and an expectation the homework is handed in to them the following day. This will also be noted in the student planner. If homework is not handed in after a first warning the following day, the teacher will log no homework on class charts, which will result in an after-school RTL detention the following day. The homework will then be completed in this detention so the issue can be resolved. Remember, if you are having difficulty with homework, let us know in advance of any deadline so we can support you in completing it. Always write your homework down in your student planner so you can check what has been set. Also use the Class Chart student app to access the homework you have been set. Remember, there are great knowledge organisers for each subject which are designed to help you with each topic you study. We expect high standards of behaviour both inside and outside the classroom. This slide lists unacceptable behaviours for outside the classroom and around the college, which includes running indoors or around the site, other than on the AstroTurf, basketball courts, tennis courts, shouting, pushing, inappropriate language, dropping litter or throwing food, not clearing food away in the canteen, and damaging school property. All of these behaviours will be challenged and logged on your record as a minimum. Students will be expected to follow the instructions of staff at all times. If any student persists in antisocial behaviour which does not meet college expectations outside the classroom, it will result in their social time being supervised until improvements ensure out-of-class expectations can be met. We must continue to be mindful of safe behaviours in relation to COVID-19 upon return. We ask students to follow the catch it, bin it, kill it mantra when in college and keep socially distanced where you are able to do so. Hand sanitising is required by students in the following situations: after coughing or sneezing, before and after filling a water bottle, after using the toilet, after accidental physical contact with others, and after returning from outside the classroom. A reminder about mobile phone rules. Phones should not be out during the college day or on site at any time. This includes at the end of the day before reaching the gate or any time whilst on site. If you need to speak to home, go to the nearest key stage or year office and ask to use a college phone. If you are seen with your phone out, even if it's switched off, it will be confiscated for 5 days on the first occasion and will be returned through a signed agreement with parents and carers. If this happens a second occasion in the college year, it will be confiscated for 6 months. And finally, remember that when you are in college uniform, you represent the college out in the community, both travelling to college and home again at the end of the day. We expect the highest standards of behaviour in the community at all times, and should we be made aware of any antisocial behaviour out of college, this will be fully investigated. We expect you to be polite at all times to members of the community and demonstrate calm, responsible, considerate and mature behaviours at all times. We continue to be proud of the many messages we receive from the public of helpful and outstanding acts of kindness from our students. So let's continue to be kind and be respectful at all times. We wish you every success this academic year. We are looking forward to working with you again, and thank you for listening to this presentation.